Mm-hmm.
Charge!
Yay.
Tonight's episode of Name Something Funny, Kevin, will not be shown tonight.
It's not goblins are us. I don't know.
In fact, there was our rainbow werewolf that we were talking about.
I was about to ask.
Yeah. That's how long the intro has not been updated.
I know, it's one of our first ones we did.
But hello, I'm Josh, JRB5. This is K711, the one and only Kevin. And below us, we got Mizere. And
What's
this
up?
is Art Assault, the podcast. We're going to do a little painting. We've got, in homage to our rainbow werewolf you've seen there in the intro, we're going to do a rainbow buffalo, rainbow bison.
So we're doing basically the predator we did 2 years ago. We're going to do the prey now.
You think he's the prey? I think he'd get the werewolf run for his money.
Oh, werewolves here, man.
I don't know.
Full moon, it's done for.
Bisons are pretty badass motherfuckers. That's all I know. I wouldn't mess with one.
No, I neither. But
I wouldn't either.
I always see those footages where the pack of wolves are chasing down the sick and lame ones.
Yeah. What's up, Joshua Ricks? Tuning in from YouTube. He's a very regular.
Hey.
What's going on? JC Taylor, I think that's one of your homies.
What up, Jace?
How you doing tonight? Thanks for tuning in. And before we get too far into it, Kevin, you want to tell them about this our giveaway tonight? Why I update the banner because I'm slacking again.
Okay, for you people out there that are new to this, if you guess the number 1 through 500, we've already got it written down, as we knows. And it's the Price is Right rules. It's up to, not beyond the number or the number. And this is what we're giving away. Well, not the person on here, but it's the beard tonic.
Camera, Kevin.
Oops, there it is. Sorry.
You're trying to hold it up to the screen.
I was showing it
Beard
on the screen. Sorry. Well, no, I'm trying to make sure it doesn't glare.
Oh, it's been a long day.
And then right there, yeah, because I got home, and after I got done with everything, I just went back to bed. I was so tired. But yeah, a little thing on it. It looks like this launched in 2009. A fragrance and grooming products. I don't know what scents these are. Let's see, what do they say it on it? Acnum? Arcanum?
Yeah.
I have no clue what that is.
Madam Scadoli. Madam Scadoli. She was there at the event.
It's good for your beard.
Yeah. Kevin won it last night at the Rock for Baca.
Only because they said, oh, there's only like 2 in here, and the people didn't answer. I said, just give it to somebody with a beard. And she goes, okay, you get it. I was like, okay. So,
Score.
And you can tell he doesn't use anything in his beard.
yeah, I do. I wash it and
He's I wash it at least.
I wash it and I cream rinse it.
Cream rinse it. What's up, Jana? How you doing?
Cream rinse
Yeah,
it.
we'll get that banner rolling, and we've got. I hope the text is my text is down there. But if you want to get put on a mailing list, I got a number rolling down there. You can send me your email and your bank account. You can send me your bank account too. I wouldn't use it. I would give it to somebody charitable like that.
Yeah, initially too, art news, which I normally bring up about now or later on. I was looking through it, and I said, wait. I don't need to do any art news because the art news I got all of August, I'm going to be showing art at the Donut Hole. Every Saturday, I'll probably be there doing some art. They're already booked up for most of us, so I didn't even have to schedule bands to come in. So I'm going to be doing art, and I've been talking to Eloquent or Shay, and we're going to figure out she can take some of my donuts and turn them into custom art.
Yeah.
And So I'll probably do that every Saturday, possibly Sunday.
Did you go get set up today? Okay.
Nah, man,
When
I
you
don't
set
need.
up?
I don't need to. Because I'm one of those two. I change throughout the month anyway. If you ever noticed, I'll put stuff up for a couple of weeks or or 1 week or whatever, and then I'll go in and start changing stuff out. My biggest frustration was a lot of people. I understand why some do it because obviously you're too busy, but there's a lot of people that just put their stuff up and then you never see them again. At least you would show up,
Right.
during the week. But a lot of people put their artwork up for somewhere for a month. You see them the first day and maybe the last day, and you don't see them the rest of the month. And that's not an art show, guys. That is not an art show.
The conversation we were having before the show, the donut hole might be someplace to check out.
Yeah, they do some live stuff there.
Yeah. I knew they
Okay.
DJ stuff.
In fact, she does a DJ for donuts. It's going to be at the end of
Nice.
this month. And I've had my
You know,
bands played there before.
Dragons and titties.
And with the numbers here, but we'll announce the numbers at the end. We kind of make them wait, and about 15 minutes in, we tell who the winner is. But there's a lot of good guesses.
I did want to bring up one thing. A fan of mine who does these kind of scary
nice.
dolls. Okay.
I like
super
scary
bright
stuff.
color.
It's creepy.
It's
It's freaking creepy.
Yeah, it's really
I like creepy stuff.
Yeah, I've known her for many years. She knew me for my Captain Spaulding stuff. She used to do booths and stuff, and she showed up and gave me one of her dolls. That's one of her creation things she does now. So basically, I guess she goes buy these dolls and just like a mad scientist and starts carving them. See how they tick.
Yeah.
Nice.
All right. You want to start painting, Kevin, or you want me to start painting?
It's just the background.
I think I've been going first the last couple times.
No, actually, Vicky went first.
Get it going, Kevin.
Don't hit the microphone.
It's right there again. First time I've ever hit it. And you're all
You hit it all the time. Sitting there listening to the podcast and you're like, oh, good God. Remember where to stand.
It's only Kevin. It's only Kevin.
I'm gonna have to put an X on the ground over there for both of us to remember where to stand, because I'll get going into it and all you can see is the back of my shoulder over there. No, this isn't very good content. Get a cool tattoo on my shoulder and get the logo and the YouTube page on my shoulder and subscribe.
Subscribe. Walk around, everyone's like, "What's that?" Just subscribe.
Yeah, just subscribe. You'll find out. But all right, tell us a little bit about yourself. Like I said, I know you just got back from Oregon. Was that part of a tour, or were you just up there having fun?
No, that was R&R. That was a vacay.
Yeah.
Everyone thought I went up there for a show because people think that I don't travel other than touring, which isn't true. I mean, you have to do that kind of stuff. I mean, everyone thinks that California is this luxurious place to live, and it's really not. It's a money pit. You know what I mean?
It probably is if you've got a lot of money, but if you don't got a lot of money.
Yeah, some of us that are broke and still make it here, that's an accomplishment all on its own.
Yeah, I agree.
I'm from California. I've been doing music since I was 16. I only started touring probably like 8 years ago. So it's kind of fresh, kind of new, because I didn't really know how to go about that or do that or anything like that. So all I ever did was put albums out, never put anything online or anything, because back then it wasn't about online. It was about just doing shows and selling your stuff. So that's what I'm mainly more successful at. That's why I tour.
Yeah.
Because it's hard to get people to stream your stuff, and you only make a certain amount depending on how many streams you get, And
then, streams. I seen something they were talking about streaming, and Spotify just raised its prices. I don't know. I mean, like $1, and they're like, oh, they're in the hole. They don't make enough money, and I'm like, well, nobody's making money. Then where's my money going? I pay for it. Like, where's that money going? I know I'm not the only one.
You pay these places to put your albums on, so you're paying monthly or yearly, whatever you do. So they're getting paid, and you're not the only artist that's on there. There's so many artists out there. So I don't understand how you're broke.
Yeah.
But
because they're not making the hundreds of millions; they're only making the tens of millions.
Yeah.
See?
Well, I got to step back here and hit record on this thing for a second. But tell us about the tour you just got off of, which was what, Beers and Blunts tour. That was up in Oregon.
No, that was just a show.
Oh, that was just a show.
Yeah, because I had originally went up there 2 months prior, and I did part of my Party and Bullshit tour. So then I was doing another show there, so I had to think of another name because I didn't want to keep it the same name, you know.
No, just keep adding a number to it.
Huh?
You just keep adding numbers to it. 1, 2, 3, 4.
That's what I did with my Mizere Lives Kompany tour. I did 1 and 2. Then I did a Hardly Sober tour 1 and 2. So I usually do that. It saves you on paying for artwork, man. Them flyers are not cheap.
Yeah.
They're really not.
How much are flyers going for out there?
I think if you really want to, if you want to like a bland, mediocre one, it's like 50. And if you want something that's more up there, it's probably like 80.
Yeah. Well, I charge 25 a flyer for starting jumping off point.
Well, look at you.
Yeah.
I'm telling you, if people
Just
would cut
FYI.
if they would cut their prices, they would make a lot more. Because then you're like, oh, they charge 25, so you're like, okay, every single time.
Yeah.
Hell
So.
was that? Did we just have an earthquake? Or is that a
Did
kid
you?
at the
Yeah.
house?
No. My kid came running down the stairs and
Oh.
shook the whole house. She doesn't know podcast etiquette.
Oh, got you. I didn't feel it, so.
Hey, maybe it was up the stairs because I hear her up there now.
Yeah.
But speaking of tours, you do have one coming up,
Yes.
right? Start kicking off the 7th,
Yes.
and it's the whole month of August, basically 20 days of August.
Yeah, that's what I usually do because I try not to stay in the West that much because I've done the West so many times and I want to branch out. So that's why I try to go to the South and the East.
A lot of good guesses, everybody. Keep guessing.
Keep guessing.
Yep, JC, you can keep guessing. You guess as many times as you want till you win it. I mean, I don't think you probably have a need for beard products, but
Maybe you got someone that does.
Yeah,
You know,
maybe.
Christmas is going to be around the corner.
Oh gosh, don't remind me.
You got Halloween too. You can stick it in a basket.
give it away.
Oh goodness.
Yeah, like I said, what 27th? You're as closest you're coming here so far, and I got it opening for the 26th. If we could
Yes.
find you somewhere
Yeah.
here in town.
Yeah, that's been open for a while, so
And I seen you were also looking for openers and a couple dates. Still got a couple dates that need openers.
yeah. I'm always looking for openers. I even like open it up to comedians, like any kind of art form. Like I'm not opposed to anything like that. We all got to start somewhere, you know?
Again, that was the Party and Bullshit tour.
Yes.
Yeah, with DJ Scripps,
Yep. All the shenanigans.
all the shenanigans. Starting off in Arizona, Tucson, got a lot of good dates. Detroit, wow, you bouncing all over the place. I just seen the Detroit.
Yeah. I haven't done Michigan yet, so I'm kind of excited about that.
Yeah, it's always fun to get new states. I know when I first
Heck.
started doing art and everything, I kept a map and I colored them in green
Yeah.
for Room Green Productions. But if I'd get a sale in those states or whatever, I'd color them in.
Just get a map with a string and
Yeah, I think I had all but 5, but things kind of tapered off and focused more locally.
Yeah. I mean, it happens, you know?
Yeah, sometimes you gotta hone it in and just kind of tackle the hometown.
Hey, nothing wrong with that. I know you want to join me on tour.
Yeah, okay. Well, I'm gonna get paint, Kevin.
Look,
So you can
it's
always
such a
just hire
nice
one
job
of those.
already. That was like quick as hell. I'd be sitting there probably for like an hour trying to color.
oh,
the
it's just the
bottom.
background.
I know, but
And
I
I'm known
can't
for
even
my
do a
speed
background.
art. And I'm known for my going fast anyway. So
Shit, that's good though.
in fact, Josh is like, I go too fast for Josh. He slows me down and I
Slows
speed him
me
up. so it's kind of a hit and miss on that. Hit and miss. Yeah, the last time you were supposed to come here, man, I spent all that time ready for you. I was all ready to do the whole thing.
I know.
And then, of course, the person that was driving you around backed out or whatever, kind of screwed you over.
Yeah, that was
now you had to rent a vehicle, and boy, that does get expensive.
That was ridiculous, man. But that's what I'm saying. Like, you just never know how people are, you know.
Mm-hmm.
You know. He just thought he was gonna get a free ride, and we don't do that. Everyone puts in their
you
work.
Also find they expect something for nothing, I guess.
Exactly.
You know,
it's like everyone's working their ass off, and you want to feel like
I've had, you know, because especially being independent, you're going to be lucky to get paid to begin with.
Exactly.
Or get gas money at least, and maybe a meal or two. And especially your first time somewhere, because I've had some members before. I got to get paid. And I go, dude, we're not in your Leonard Skinner cover band anymore. We're going to all these biker shows. You're in a punk band with original music.
Exactly. Cover bands be getting that money,
gas
man.
money, and we were able to feed everybody, and that was it. You know, we sold a few CDs and stuff like that, but he wasn't, you know, he didn't put money into the CDs, so he didn't get any of that money back.
Well, as you shouldn't.
Well, it all went straight to the band, so we could, you know, do more merch and stuff. So, but it's when you start hitting places your second, third, and fourth time when you actually start making a little bit of a profit.
Yeah.
You know,
and even then, that's still like you're either breaking even or you're in the hole still. So
right. That's all you can do.
People think it's like glamorous and shit, and it's like it's really not. It's rough.
No, I think what happens, they see all these big name people, and they don't see when the times when they were driving around in a broke down van and
right,
you know, barely able to eat, unless you're Justin Bieber.
You know? Unless you're Bieber fever, you know.
Well, you do get some of those internet famous people who never went through any of that.
That's true.
And they'll have this weird chip on their shoulder. I'm internet famous. And I'm like, I don't care.
Yeah.
You know, so they didn't go through all the stuff that, you know, traveling musicians and the ones out there busting their butt.
Well, yeah, this younger generation thinks just because, oh, my friend told me I was a dope rapper that like I'm going to get money. I'm going to get paid. Like, you have to put the work in for that. Like, you can't just assume you're going to get paid because you think your music's the shit.
Be nice, huh?
Yeah, it would be.
Absolutely. It wouldn't be a hard job then. It'd just be.
But you get some hardcore fan. I think I own all of your. I don't have any of your stuff from this year, but from the last time you were here, I bought everything you had.
Yeah. I haven't even pressed up no new CDs. I
didn't know her music because she did like her whole package there, and I remember she handcuffed somebody to the stage. I napped right there. You won me over right there. And I was like, hell yeah, I'm going to buy her stuff. Even though I didn't sell any art that night. Some people came back later, like a couple weeks later, and bought some art. So that's one of those weird ones where, you know, a lot of people say exposure doesn't really pay the bills. Well, it kind of does if it's done right.
It does, you know, if you're on your hustle, like you said. You're like,
well,
I go
people
out.
Didn't have the money that night, and plus they were there to see you. They didn't know I was going to be there. Yeah. And then later on, they saw me at another show. And, oh, there you are. I want this piece. You still have it? And I go, yeah. And, you know, they hollered at me, and I met them at a Quick Trip or whatever. And
that's what I'm saying. Like, if you're in the right place and you go to shows and things like that, you never know.
Right. So
word of mouth.
Good segue to the amount of music you have on the on Spotify right now. I was like,
and she does most of these in hard copies. I don't know how much you still have in hard copies. I'm about the hard copy. I'm not about the social media so much.
Yeah. That's what I'm saying. People are like, why do you press up CDs still? I was like, some people do appreciate CDs still. You know what I mean?
Well, you do a limited run too. I mean, it's not like you don't go out and do a couple of hundred unless you're about ready to do a major show where you're going to do that. But you can still do like 20, 30, 40, or even 10.
Exactly.
And if people buy those 10, then you can, hey, okay, now I can purchase maybe 20 more or whatever.
Yeah.
You know,
and I usually do like bundle deals. Like I'll do like all my CDs and like a koozie or a shirt and a koozie for a certain price. Like, you know, just I get it. Like we all struggle, you know.
Well, the one thing because I love my hats, and So when you come touring through, if you make a box eater hat, I will buy it from you.
I know everyone's like, man, I need that hat. I was like, I'll make them.
So you've done 5 so far. Can you tell us about your latest one?
5 albums this year so far.
Right, but your latest one, we'll kind of maybe work backwards a little bit.
What, my remix? Well, the one I just dropped?
Yeah.
Yeah, that was a remix one. So basically, I just remixed some popular songs that I had.
That's right, because a couple of weeks, about a week ago.
And I just like threw a new verse on there, and that's actually doing pretty well. It's got like 13,000 streams, so that's not too bad.
Damn. But I remember because I was watching.
And I don't pay for promo or anything. People are like, "Oh, you pay for plays and shit." I was like, I'm broke. I don't have any money to do all that shit. So
yeah, because
I wouldn't do that.
That shit will nickel and dime you to death, man. It's not even worth the money. And you don't really. I think I've dropped once like 6 years ago when all this stuff started, and I didn't see any difference.
Mm-hmm. What's up, Kristen?
Comments, Kevin?
Yes, of course I am. Again, just so people know, if anybody new joined, guess between the number 1 and 500.
Yes.
And you can win some of this here.
Guess between 1 and 500.
Yes. It's the Price is Right rules. The closest one under or right on it wins. If you're over it, you're just SOL. But here's the stuff. It's a beard balm stuff. Everybody knows somebody that has a beard, right? So it's always a good gift.
That buffalo's looking nice over there.
Yeah, we're fast, aren't we? It might not be done today.
Is it a bison or a buffalo?
They're the same thing, actually.
Are they really?
A lot of people. There's water buffalo, which is different. They're the ones with the bigger horns.
Yeah.
But bison and buffalo in this part of the country is the same thing. But yeah.
Okay.
If you look up bison, it's going to be what they truly are. Is what you're seeing. Of course, that's people from the Midwest. We know the difference. So, but it's basically, yeah.
I don't know the difference.
I think originally they were called bison. Buffalo came later. It's one of those things that I'd have to look more into the history of the. Maybe some of our audience and experts could tell us too more about it.
Is anybody a bison expert out there?
Because you know,
or does anyone want to Google it and let us know? That's fine too.
You want to see badass, man? You need to check the Room Green Productions and the piece we did last night for this show. We nail a lot of them, and this one was definitely one of our live ones where we do, because we're just like a band up there, and it does get a little nerve-wracking because we're doing it live, and they're going to get to see if we fuck it up, we fuck it up. But we nailed that one. I mean, it came out definitely. I wouldn't say one of our. I'd say one of our best pieces we've done live, but we usually do pretty tight on live anyway. But this one this is one we got done, and both of us were like, "Oh yeah, cha-ching!"
Yeah,
hell yeah.
So, paint a stash on that buffalo. Well, yeah.
I bet you that was Mr. Joshua Ricks, wasn't it?
Yeah. He's a beardo, right?
Yeah.
Yeah, the people in the beard community, we call them beardos. So that's what they call themselves. Yeah.
Nice.
They're right up there when it comes to charity work. They're right up there with the bikers and stuff like that, the clubs and stuff.
Oh, hell yeah.
They're always doing whatever to raise money.
It's a good thing, though.
So you're Kristen. She's not guessing any numbers. She needs to guess some numbers. Surely you know someone with
Kristen.
Okay.
Number between 1 and 500. Just pick a number.
Surely you got somebody in your family that has a beard. Or maybe you want to grow one. And it's funny because a lot of people that aren't familiar with the beardo community. It's called whiskerinas. So these women will make beards, whether it's out of natural hair from somebody or.
Really?
One of them made these ones out of it was a steampunk thing. So she made all these pipes and hung it on, had lights and stuff on it. And then they even got a kids a category too. In fact, his kid has won a few, and he's never won one. You saw his massive beard.
I've won. More.
Oh, you have one?
Yeah, I've won lots of times, Kevin.
Oh, in your dreams. I never seen you win.
Well, I was hosting all the ones you've been to. You've never been one that
I never seen you win.
And I don't compete anymore, so you never will.
Well, I've never competed, so. Yeah, we kind of got hooked up. I mean, we did a little bit before, but I started emceeing for some shows, and then as Captain Spaulding and some other stuff, and then we.
I know.
Well,
I like when you dress up like Captain Spaulding. It's badass.
Yeah, my season's coming up real soon, so
it's coming.
In fact, I already got a show in Austin, Texas during Halloween that weekend.
Nice.
So I had
like
to choose.
Austin.
I had two people bidding for me. It was Colorado Springs or Austin, Texas, and Austin, Texas gave me a better deal, so I took it.
There you go.
Colorado Springs gets me every once in a while anyway, so I thought I'd give Austin a little chance. So
Yeah, Austin's fun.
yeah. So how about you did the remix? So what about before? Did you ever do the country one you were talking about doing?
Yeah, I dropped like 4 country albums so far.
Oh, because I remember that wasn't that long ago either. Really, about
I
within
know.
the last year. You go, I'm going to do a country one, and she's dropped 4. So it's.
I have my like period of time where I just dude out a lot of music. I just bang out a lot of shit, and then I sit on a lot of music because I just get into this mode where I just song, and then I sit for a while, and then I go back into doing some more, which I just did recently.
Well, you probably got a lot that are like partially done, or you can't figure out where to go from there.
Yeah,
that's the same. That's the same with us with artwork. It's just it's not that everybody says, "Oh, I got this artist block." I go, I don't believe in such thing as an artist block. What I believe is you're done with where you're at right now on that piece. That means set it off to the side, go do something else.
Yeah.
Whether it's watch a movie, me, I dress up in goofy ass costumes and stuff like that. Yeah, he would always say because a lot of shows I'd show up or I'd be gone because he's like, "Yep, he's out doing fairy business."
Fairy business.
So
yeah.
And sometimes I still have my costume on when I'd come in because I just got done doing a show, so I'd have my ears and everything on. But it doesn't mean that piece is, it's done where it's at. You may go back.
Yeah, I mean, I have no problem doing hooks. Hooks are like the easiest for me.
Because
I doing the verses.
I do a lot of pre-sketches and stuff, and a lot of times I add paint to some stuff, and then I'm looking at it, I'm like, man, I don't know where this is going, so I'll put it off. Then I'll come back later, and I'm like, oh, and then I'll add more, finish it.
Yeah, so you don't fuck it up.
Stuff like that. Oh, I'll fuck it up. I mean, it's just the way it is.
Yeah.
Like, damn.
Yeah, as long as you don't add so much paint, it all starts turning that weird, dirty brown color.
Yeah.
Oh.
I've seen kids do that.
Really?
Mm-hmm. So you want to sit down and ask your questions you normally do?
Are you ready to get paint?
I can, I guess.
Chopping at the bit?
Not really.
Not really. A rainbow buffalo. It's coming along. I like it.
It's coming along.
I like it.
Looks like a big fuzzy dog with horns.
Kind of does. Kind of does. Kind of does. Yeah. There you go, hitting the mic again, Kevin.
That's twice.
So professional.
Yeah.
Like, I've never done it. Does it every time.
I've done it twice today because now that I'm aware of it, I'm going to do it every time.
It's like, what do they say about when you're skiing? Don't think about the trees because you're focusing on the trees. You're going to hit one. You got to focus on the path. That's kind of like a good analogy to life.
What's happening right now?
Yeah.
Focus.
Yep. Focus on what you want, not what you don't want.
Absolutely.
Yeah. That's definitely. But like I said, I've been asking this question for at least the last several months now. It's kind of a fun, especially since you've been on tour. But what is the most embarrassing thing that has happened to you on stage?
Probably that my microphone went out.
Yeah.
Yeah. I'm like, that's why I stopped using wire mics. Because the one that they had plugged in had a short, and it's the worst thing because it's so annoying.
Yeah.
And then I think the other one was one of the speakers had went out or some shit. and it sounded terrible. I was just like, I'm not. I was like, nope, cut the music. Nope. Somebody better fix this shit. I had like a bougie moment, but I was like, people didn't come here to pay to listen to some mediocre shit, you know?
Yeah.
And it was hot as fuck in there. They had one fan. I was like, yeah, I could feel the frustration building. I was like, oh my God.
Yeah, we had when we started this podcast, like, so this is episode 102. We've kind of hit a milestone, and but we had more live acts in here. I mean, people come and play acoustic, you know, and we never had full band productions, but I'd love to have like a kind of tiny desk feel to the podcast eventually. But
oh yeah,
I got to get, like I said, I got a room over here to the side that's kind of just the storage room, but eventually in my vision, I'd like to have that set up to where a full band can set in there, you know, and we could have a good quality sound coming through. Because right now, acoustic, you know, somebody's playing acoustic with this mic here, you know, I mean, it's going to sound like crap. And I don't want people's first impression of them thinking that they sound like crap, because our shit is, you know, caveman style, you know. I mean, we're just, you know, hitting keys and plugging shit in to make it work. We don't really know how it works. We're just like, okay, this works.
It sounds good. It works.
Yeah. So, like I said, I didn't. We kind of stopped doing the acoustic stuff like that, just because until we get a better studio.
Well, we did do one a couple weeks ago.
Yeah, and it wasn't bad, but it wasn't. I mean, we kind of.
It wasn't great.
Yeah, it still wasn't great. It was the first one back in a while that we tried to do that. Yeah.
Well, it was somebody's done one here before, so that helped.
What are you talking about?
Satya.
Yeah.
She's done a show here before, a couple of shows.
Yeah.
Where she's played. So she kind of knew what was going on.
Like I said, I did not get a chance to listen to your entire collection, but I've been listening to it the last couple weeks, or last week, just you know, getting a feel for it. And I think Shoulda Known off of the remixes was a good one. And then I found, you know, it was off the very first album you had on Spotify, 2018.
Yeah. Thank you.
I like that one. That one I like.
I wrote that after a breakup. I was like, yep.
I kind of sense that, and you know, that's where
the best music, though. That's the best time to make music.
But I like the, you know, you kind of got a classic hip hop feel to your beats. You know, you got some of them sounds that have kind of went. I mean, they're coming back. The trend is coming back. You know, but I like the classic 80s, 90s hip hop beats. You know, some of them.
Me too. I'm super old school.
Yeah, definitely tell. Another one.
I like simple beats. I don't like. I feel like some shit they just put too much in it and it sounds muddy as hell and just like no. And it takes away from the lyrics.
Yeah, or they completely change everything. Like, you know, every 2 or 3, you know, measures, it's like changing to a different beat almost. It's like, oh
yeah,
crap,
exactly. I'm like,
what are you, Eminem over here?
I don't want to be confused.
Come on now. She hates autotune.
It's the worst thing you can fucking have is autotune. I fucking hate it. I hate it myself.
It definitely got way overplayed. Like T-Pain overdid it.
And he can really sing though, so it's like, why are you even using it?
Yeah. Lil Wayne.
Oh god.
Lil Wayne playing his guitar. I love Lil Wayne, but man, you're not a guitar player.
No. So he was auto-tuning his guitar? Okay.
Well, no, he played like a couple notes on to make a beat, and he was calling himself a guitar player.
There's a difference from playing a key or a riff or something than actually being able to play the guitar.
Yeah. What's up, Kyle? He's tuning in from Ohio.
Hey, I love Ohio.
Yeah, I think he's got what the 4th, Kyle. That's when you're dropping your podcast. He's got a podcast. I think that's Friday the 4th, next Friday.
Nice.
Shape. I can't remember what Shape stands for, Kyle. I'm sorry. Sharing. Spread. What does Shape stand for, Kyle?
Help him out.
Yep. Yep, the 4th. Completely drawing the blank what it stands for. But it's something about sharing positive experiences. It's a kind of a mental health podcast. So.
Oh, nice.
Yeah, sharing hope and positive energy.
Nice. I like that. That's dope.
Yeah. Good guesses. Keep guessing. We got some beard products that we are going to
1 through 500.
Yep, we're going to call the number here in about 15 minutes, 10 minutes. But yeah.
We got horns.
We're painting our rainbow butterfly.
That's a great butterfly.
Yeah, can you see the butterfly? The big horned butterfly.
I'll put one right here.
Yeah.
He will make one too.
Oh, I know.
I'm wearing the coffee cups right now.
Yeah, we had it was a weird floating bearded skull I had started. And I kind of got derailed on it. I wasn't happy with it. And we needed something to paint for the show here. So we just kind of picked it up and finished it on the show. And I think he was the one who went Bob Ross on it and started doing landscape in the background. And
I did.
So, I love Bob Ross, and
it came out well.
It came out well. And then, but he added this coffee cup right in the other corner. And I'm like, oh, we're rolling with it. It's got a coffee cup. It's a floating bearded skull in a Bob Ross like land bait. And I'm like, okay.
He needs his morning coffee, man, just like everybody.
Yeah.
People like it, so they haven't purchased it yet. But
Not enough to buy it.
They're probably like, oh, this is random.
Yeah. Yeah. Yeah, I'm liking the buffalo there.
I'm liking it too. The horns make it
horny.
Horny rainbow
Million
buffalo.
comedians out of work, and here I am.
Yeah.
Of course you would say that.
Yeah, but we need to get our formalities out of the way still. That'd be a good time to do that.
You still right at the beginning.
Yeah, I'm gonna go ahead and I got a little formality to get out of the way. We got to give huge shout out to Talking Beards Network. They've been letting us broadcast on there since 2021.
Hey.
Almost all of our 102 episodes.
Big sexy beard brand. All right.
Big sexy beard brand. I'm an ambassador for them. They let us use their StreamYard to broadcast to you all on. And Sex Pot is my favorite scent because it's mine, and I can save you 20%.
Sex Pot.
JRB 520. It's a blueberry cotton candy scent. It's really grandma-like. I like it. Reminds me of my grandma.
Aw.
Okay, that's kind of gross.
Hey now.
That's kind of gross.
What was immediately think of
some people are into that, Kevin, okay?
Yeah, what was the Adam Sandler wasn't in it, but Grandma's Boy.
That movie is hilarious.
Yeah. The friend that hooks up with it was the gal from the Partridge Family, I think. I can't think of her name.
Yeah, the old lady.
Yeah. Oh, they could tell some stories.
I love that movie.
Yeah, it's a great one. Yeah. Like I said, another question I kind of wanted to ask was, what was the biggest feature or the biggest collab you've had? Your most favorite?
The only one I've had is Mr. Fab. He's a Bay Area rapper. He's pretty well known. I mean, he's done stuff with like Too Short, E40.
Nice.
Things like that. It was random because like I was working at the Best Western and I was like, I knew he had a show the night before. And so I was just sitting there making my rounds, walking around. And I seen him on this balcony and I was like, no shit. I saw his big ass chain and everything like that. And I heard him. He's like, man, I wish I could stay longer and watch this Morgan Freeman movie. And I was like, well, if you give me an autograph, you can stay as long as you want. So I didn't even care. Like, I legit went up to the room. I like chilled with him. I got a picture with him. He gave me an autograph. His entourage was there. I literally kicked it with him. Did not care if I lost my job. Nothing like that. And this was when MySpace was like still around.
Oh man.
And he's like, oh, I see you have music notes all over, like tatted or whatever. He's like, so you into music? I was like, yeah, I do music. I rap. He's like, no shit. He's all, send me something. And I was thinking like, he's all, just send me a message, your links or whatever. And I was like, man, this fool is not going to check my shit out. Like, there's fucking no way. Like, how many people probably come up to him and say they rap and da 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 da. So I'd say about a month later, he fucking wrote me back, gave me his number. I talked to him on the phone, everything like that. Ended up doing a song. He only charged me $250, and I was like, "What?" I was like, and he's all, "You're the homegirl, you the little white girl. You cool as fuck, you cool." And I was like, "All right, you ain't gotta say nothing but a word." So yeah, I mean, and it was just random, it wasn't like, and it was $250. I mean, now he probably would charge way fucking more than that, but
Well, I love the name of your, like, say, that 2018 album, Smart Mouth White Girl.
Yeah, I'm sarcastic and.
And I think we kind of touched on it. What are you getting ready to drop next? I know you probably got 8 more albums left in you this year. Only halfway there.
Probably. The next one is gonna be kind of like an EP. It's I'm gonna call it a love text. So it's gonna be kind of like some mushy stuff. That's like a lot of my music. The more love songs are like my highest download songs. So I'm gonna kind of throw something out there with just that. Yeah.
You mean I got to write a mushy song with my band? Oh,
yes.
Man. How do you do a punk song about love?
You'll get all the chicks. You'll get all the chicks, and then you wear the beard. You can wear the sex pot in the beard.
Yeah.
And sing your love song.
Well, my love song is Dragons and Titties. Come on now.
I know. I still want to get on that song. Like, we have to make that work.
Yeah, we're trying to figure it out. We'll get it. We'll have to just sit down one day and just figure out times and just shoot stuff back and forth.
I fucking love that song. I listen to that shit like every day.
Thank you, Joshua Ricks.
A rainbow butterfly would be badass. Yeah, it would be with horns.
That'll be our next show.
Yeah.
Not next show, but our next one we do, because we still got to do. Right now, it's real flat looking. Looks more like a.
I don't think flat looking would be the word, but
looks flat to me.
Looks like because you're looking at it at an angle on the camera.
That's probably why.
That's probably why. Make sure you guys get those guesses in 1 through 500.
Yeah, got like 3 minutes left. I'm gonna go ahead and pull the number. Well, we know the number. We're gonna let you know what the number is.
Well, we never let them know. We just said we'll let the people know that won.
No, I know.
Someone threw 420 on there.
Yeah, 420, 13, 69. Usually the top. You get into the angel numbers 333, 444, 111, 222, all those.
Oh, that one guy was like 1 through 500, 666. Dude, that's not 500.
That's a little above 500, but yeah. Just a little.
Well, we used to go on through 200 and like two shows back to back. Someone guessed on the first try, so we had to.
Oh, really?
Yeah.
Yeah, that would be kind of.
I'm not.
But like I said, we used to announce it right when so it'd be like, so now we got to make them wait. It's just a nice little gimmick to keep the algorithm happy.
Definitely make them wait.
I've not seen any of them close.
Oh, there.
You want the beard shit? You gotta wait.
Well, we give away art, stickers, whatever. Whatever we have on hand. We always got something.
I know. I'm gonna have to get it. I'm gonna have to get a painting sometime.
Right there, at 66.
But it has to be a painting that you paint at my show.
Oh, at your show? Yeah, that can be done.
Yeah, that'd be dope.
So there's the wiener.
Yeah,
just throw it in the box. He's got a box of stuff coming.
It's gonna be a crate.
I was just like,
end up one of those shipping crates by the time we're done with this guy.
Well, I'm glad he won it. Like I said, shipping something like that's adding more cost. But,
that's true.
And kind of speaking of that, we're no podcast next week. We're taking the weekend off. I tried to go back and look this morning, about 50 to 60.
I knew you were talking about it. I didn't realize we weren't going to do it.
Yeah, I'm taking the weekend off.
Okay.
Man.
Yeah.
I'm taking the weekend off.
Yeah.
Well, he does another for music lovers.
Only, yeah.
Mm-hmm.
Only on Saturdays.
Okay.
And so they get on and chew the fat about, like, last time was the favorite hidden message songs.
Yeah. And
like the pumped up kicks is
it sounds happy, but it's really
everybody thinks
Yeah,
about wearing
really
shoes, but it's actually about being
But yeah, I've been doing that podcast since the first of the year, since December.
Mm-hmm.
And so yeah,
nice.
do it Saturday and Sunday. So my whole weekends are just podcast, and content. And I'm like, I want to paint.
Yeah.
And we're talking about starting up another one here soon too, but that one's going to be more involved with us painting anyway. So
that's not going to be necessarily a podcast. Well, I mean, I don't know how.
We'll have to figure that.
We
one
kind
out.
of talked with Andres a little bit. See, after last,
a little more Bob Rossi. Let's just
Yeah.
put it that way.
yeah, a little more how to and
Yeah.
Because you're sitting there watching us
that'd be
go
cool.
crazy on this and stuff like that, but there's actually we both have separate techniques, but a lot of it crosses over, and it just looks like we're just throwing stuff up there, and we kind of are. But we've also been painting. Like you said, you started recording music since you were like, I did my first commission when I was 8 years old. So
there you go.
Yeah, it was crayon and my mom.
I mean, it's good to learn people's techniques and stuff like that,
And we kind of learn between each other. He does the shading thing where I do the outline thing more and so forth, so on. And you actually did some line yesterday. I was so proud of you. A black line too.
Rafik needed it. Like I said, I had to,
because that's that style art. That's kind of my style.
Oh, no,
So
I mean, that's how I started drawing. I mean, Ratfink was probably one of the first characters I drew. Woody. I mean, all them hot rod car characters. That's how I got. I mean. So that was always and I wasn't painting then. I was, drawing and.
But I think I shocked
marker and color pencil.
Well, did I shock you on my Snoop Dogg though?
Yeah, Snoop Dogg was good.
I can do the shading stuff. See,
fixing to drop a reel about it. I'm been trying to do reels to get content. It's such a vicious cycle.
Well, if you didn't have a full-time job, it would be
it's time consuming to do all this.
Job makes a whole difference. But
yeah, absolutely.
So tell us your next stuff coming up and what to look for recording wise, and we'll send you the information on these other two venues for you, or three.
Yeah. I don't know when I'm gonna drop my next album. I think I want to drop it probably like I don't know if I'm gonna do it before tour or make people wait.
Will you be doing the new stuff live though when you're touring?
Probably not. Not on this run.
No.
Okay.
I'll probably make them wait till next year.
She's got this big dartboard.
I try to do the thing is I try to do new music, and then everyone's like, "Oh, well, you're gonna do this song, right? And do this song, right?" And it's all the ones I normally do, and I'm like, well, how am I supposed to fit some new shit in here?
Yeah.
You guys just want me
got
to
a couple of out. I saw that's definitely your signature one. That's what especially for people who haven't heard you in a couple of years. They want to hear those songs. I get it.
Well, the cuff your chick one's always a good one because who doesn't want to be handcuffed? I mean, that's a winner there.
Well, I mean, I guess it not by the police.
No,
not by the.
But
police.
I give people like.
I'm sitting there.
I give people opportunity to cuff their girlfriend or whatever. Like, so it's like it involves people. So like people like to be involved. They pay to get in. They come.
I'm not even sure how you picked the person. I was this older lady, probably about my age or a little bit older even, and you dragged her out of the audience and right there on the stage had her handcuffed for the whole song. Been funny if you'd have lost the key.
No. I know, right? I sometimes I be doing that too. I'm like, oh shit, I don't know where the key's at. And they like
now that I know what to expect.
Look. They have that look on their face. I'm like, you're good. I mean, I did this. I handcuffed the old lady in Ogden, Utah too, and it like made her day. Like she's gonna remember that forever.
Yeah.
So.
See, now that I know, I can do one of my quick pieces.
There you go.
Of somebody on the stage.
Yeah. So who has the better flower, Oregon or Cali?
I don't know. That's rough. That's a hard one. I mean, I would say California.
Yeah. It's not legal here, so
yeah,
we're surrounded by everybody.
It's gonna take a while for that state to ever, which sucks. They're losing money on. I mean, this state makes so much money off that shit.
Yeah, every state. We got Colorado next to us. That's always fun. I mean, I think we're completely surrounded, landlocked by green.
Well, and then Oklahoma's only medical though. I don't know why Oklahoma's not rec yet. They've been medical for like what?
They started to, and then they backtracked.
Yeah, because I know Missouri's wrecked now too.
Yeah.
So they started
Is Nebraska? I don't know if Nebraska is or not.
Medical, I think.
Yeah.
medical. Yeah, Iowa's not.
What's funny though, we got people tests growing in this state.
They legalized hemp,
Right.
so
I mean,
production.
that's the first step for everybody though.
Yeah, I think so.
Yeah.
I mean, if they're
Yeah.
gonna allow that, you never know.
So you just don't know. So
Yeah,
you know,
but-
right now I guess our best flower is a sunflower.
Yeah, yeah. Exactly.
I guess you're gonna have to
Exactly.
paint that,
Smoked
huh?
sunflowers. Smoked sunflower seeds.
Absolutely.
That'd be funny if all of a sudden there's people are crushing sunflower seeds and turning it into a.
Oh jeez. Oh,
They
geez.
find out there's a huge THC level in it that they didn't know before until they did a certain process.
Well, smoking bananas, that was the thing back in my day.
Banana peels.
Banana peels.
We had kids because I worked corrections. They kids were actually huffing ping pong ball air.
What?
They were popping. All of a sudden, we got all our ping pong balls showing up broken. They convinced some of these kids that this air inside it was get you high. It's like, okay, guys, whatever.
Kids.
Oh my god.
Kids.
Try anything, right?
I don't know, I think we're gonna let our buffalo dry for the day. We're gonna call it. Unless you got anything you want to do to it,
No,
let it dry.
it's too wet because the more I kept putting paint on, the
I
more
think he looks awesome.
Yeah.
No coffee cups.
No coffee cups. You heard it here first.
No, but I may add a rainbow butterfly. There's a good space right up there in the corner.
On my content creation, I've been doing this like kind of art history facts, and I did one of Andy Warhol, and I always kind of learned something weird about some of the people that have inspired me. And I didn't know that Andy Warhol was he had a murder plot on him. This gal that they had worked together. I think there was.
Well, you ripped so many people off, man.
Well, I don't know about that, but he supposedly the script got lost. But he tried to make it up. It was what I read. He tried to make it up with this gal, and this gal was, had like bipolar. I mean, she had some mental health issues. She ended up in a mental ward after she walked into the factory and shot Andy Warhol. But yeah, so he had attempted murder on him, and that when he died at 58, he claims that he was a virgin, and that's what blew my mind.
Oh.
And I mean, yeah, it's alleged that.
How the hell are you a virgin to 58 years old?
Especially Andy Warhol during the 60s.
And you look at some of his content, it was very sexually, fueled.
He was just horny and just never had sex.
I
That's just
know,
weird, but
maybe. I couldn't imagine. That would be hell on earth to me, But
I mean, absolutely.
what's the point of living?
Shit. I don't even think there's any virgins anymore.
I mean, I'm a Virgo. That's about as close as I can get to it.
I'm a born again. Like I said, nothing wrong with
I be
being a
saying that too. Born again virgin. Oh, that's crazy though. I never knew that.
Yeah, I didn't know that either. It's fun. It's it has its days. I try not to watch the numbers. I don't, I mean, I'm trying to make things grow, and it gets a little deflating. I have on the old TikTok. I had I can't remember which one it was. It was one of the, but it, within like minutes, it bumped up to like 200 and then just stopped.
Yeah.
I'm like, ah!
I still think
TikTok's
that's
crazy like that.
He was burning stuff in his chimney and it went viral.
Yeah.
It was like, what?
Yeah.
But then he gets banned because he has a naked alien on one.
Oh yeah, I get banned all the time.
Not like permanently banned.
Well, there's just the
Yeah.
piece that got.
Nannered. They call it nannered. I get nannered for a week at least every other month.
Learned it new here first.
I'm on. What did I say? What did I say?
Sometimes some of yours, I know, especially at the beginning, a lot of our shows, all of a sudden, it would just there's no sound because they would like monitor,
Yeah.
do whatever, and then she'd shut off and come back on. It was like,
I'm like, I'm back.
yeah, you're back.
Can't get rid of me.
All right. Well, what do you got going on the rest of the night?
Beer.
Beer?
We don't have like church or anything.
No. Do I look like I go to church? I might need to, but no.
The Church of Beer.
Church of Beer.
Yes, there you go.
Yeah, I think that sounds like a good plan for me too. But I got a little work to do. I'm gonna try to get some stuff done and then beer.
There you go.
Yeah.
Nothing wrong with that.
Yeah. So check her out. She'll be on tour. Like I said, one last time, we'll flash that tour schedule up on the Party and Bullshit tour, right?
Yeah.
Here, we'll get the banner down off so we can read that bottom. I was like, what is that?
Party and Bullshit.
Newport, Kentucky.
Yeah,
bouncing all over the place.
I've done Louisville and Lexington before, but
And where can the people find like the venues for the? Do you have events set up for them yet, or?
yeah, if you just type in Mizere, you'll find my music page and it's all on the event.
It's all on there.
Yeah.
So is the date the 9th or the 8th? Because there it says Oklahoma open date, New Mexico open date, and it's the 9th.
Well, yeah, I updated this. I got San Antonio, so Oklahoma's not the 10th anymore. I was gonna throw it on the 26th. If I can get Kansas on the 26th, that's what I was going for.
Oh, that's what you're looking for. Okay.
Yeah, we'll see what we can do. See if
Yeah.
Mr. Kevin can work his magic.
26 may be open at the donut hole, but I'd rather get her like a true bit because that one's the sound system's weird. It's a donut place,
Right.
Yeah.
But it's still kind of cool. But I'll also be showing my art there. My art.
Donuts and titties. Donuts and titties.
Yeah,
There you
we'll
go.
definitely see what we can do, and we'll get back with you, get you on a side chat.
Yeah, I
with this.
appreciate you guys. Thank you
Yep.
for having me.
Yep. But have a good night.
You too.
We'll see you next time.
All right, guys.
Later.